welcome back to the Dr. Melissa Show. So today we are going to go through a marital rating scale from Dr. George Crane. He's an MD, PhD. He came up with a husband and wife chart back in 1930s to kind of rate the how well you are doing as a marital partner. And so we're just going to go over the test itself and kind of pick out some of the things that we found interesting or funny and kind of go from there. So the way that this works is there are certain criteria or certain actions that are listed that's worth positive points or negative points. And the point is that you add up all the positive points and subtract the negative points and see what you end up with. And that way it evaluates you as a good husband or a good wife. Do you guys want to start with the husband's chart?
Yeah, let's start with the husband's chart.
Good.
Let's see.
Gives wife ample allowance or turns the paycheck over to her, +5.
Yep, give me that money, honey.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely agree with that one.
Get 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. What's one on here? Stares at or flirts with other women while out with wife, -5 points. That's a deduction, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be looking at other women, honey.
That means if she gets your paycheck, but you flirt with other women, you're at a 0.
In other words, it evened out. You're
Yeah.
okay, so go ahead and look at other women, flirt, but then just make sure you give me money.
Yeah.
And we're good.
We'll be good.
It evens
Oh,
out.
my goodness, this is ridiculous. What
I like
else
this
is
one. It says, polite and mannerly when alone with wife. That just means that, you know, even when they're alone with you, they're nice to you. So that's +1. That's a good.
You're doing good.
You're just being nice. It's great, but you give me money, it's a little extra.
Remembering birthdays and anniversaries is +5.
Wow.
For sure.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be bad if he didn't remember your birthday.
Yeah.
Anniversaries, I can kind of see. I mean, I feel like I'm not really that great with dates, so an anniversary, I might forget that. But a birthday, you better remember. You better remember that. Let's see. Another one is compares wife unfavorably with his mother or other wives.
Oh, gosh.
Like currently
current
he has.
wives?
-5.
That's -5.
Mm-hmm.
I like other like
Yeah, you
Other
can
wives.
definitely.
he's not still married, right? To other women.
he doesn't have like
He
3
has
other
more
wives,
than
does
one.
he?
Other people's wives, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
look at
that
what-
would make sense.
You know,
Okay.
Or his mother. I
John
don't really
Doe's
like
wife is-
that.
yeah.
I don't
Nobody
like
likes a mama's boy.
that. Yeah, -5 for sure.
It's like my mama doesn't cook my meal like that. She doesn't care.
Oh, you can go to your mama's house.
Another one is criticize wife in public, -5.
Oh, that is just
That's
rude.
a big. Yeah, that's a big one.
I think it should be minus more than 5, but
Yeah,
right?
that is true.
Yeah, that's it. You
that's
just-
embarrassing to be criticized in public, like you're a child or something.
Like, even if it's not from your husband, that's embarrassing. So I agree that should be worth, like, it should be minus,
Yeah.
like, 10.
yeah.
That's pretty serious.
you're like 10 points.
Publicly praises bachelor days and regrets having married. That's only 1 point.
It's like reminisce about when he was still single.
Like, oh, the good old days.
Yeah. I like this one. It says, has date with wife at least once per week. That's 5 points.
Per date. Per date.
Oh, per date. Wow.
Yes, per date.
So
Yeah.
he can like do all the bad things and earn his points back by going on dates.
Yeah,
I
pretty
have
much.
to think about this. I'm like, I actually go on quite a few dates with my husband. Is he making up for
How
something I
much
need
is he
to
making up?
Maybe he
That's
has
what
a
I
lot
need
of
to
making up
figure
to
out.
do.
Why are we going on all these dates? There's something he's making up for.
Oh.
So because we are part of a dental office, it's Honey Dental. This is actually pretty relevant to us. It says fail to brush teeth regularly or keep nails clean is -1. -1 point.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think you'd want to kiss somebody if they didn't brush their teeth.
Or talk to someone.
That's
if they
true.
didn't
Yeah,
brush.
Morning breath.
Keep that distance.
So this is for the men, but for the women,
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Fail to brush teeth is -5.
What?
Back in the 1930s, if you're a female, you don't brush your teeth, you lose 5 points.
But he only gets.
He loses
One?
one. Yes.
How does that work?
I don't understand. That is
It's not a fair test.
clearly it was probably written because it was written by a man. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, well, here's another one where it's uses profanity or vulgarity. For men, it's only -1, but for women, it's -5.
Yeah, men can curse in -1 and women curse is -5.
But if he tells her he loves her often, that is +5.
Okay, so go ahead and cuss away.
Yeah. As long as you throw I love you in there, you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
When he objects to wife driving auto, that's 1. -1.
Oh, like she can't.
She can't drive the car.
drive the car.
Yeah, he's a little
He
controlling.
doesn't like your driving skills.
Oh,
You gotta walk
-1.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was trying to understand that one. So he can't drive. You can't drive his car, or a car.
He has
Yeah,
to
you
always
can't
be
drive
the-
a car at all.
You're
he
not
has
allowed
always
to
be the
drive.
driver. You
Yeah.
have to be the passenger.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Another one is holds wife's coat and open doors for her. That one's only +1, but I think
Wow.
it should be like +5
Yeah.
because that's really important.
It's very rare, too. You don't get it. a lot.
yeah.
Especially in
Kinda
this
like-
day and age.
Maybe because it was only worth 1 point back then, it wasn't very encouraging, and they don't do it anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
It should have been 5 points, maybe.
Oh, here we go. Willing to go shopping with wife. That's only +1. Okay, guys, that needs to be
Bless,
a
bless,
lot more.
yeah. Bless his
He's
heart.
willing.
Seriously.
I mean, sometimes I see all these poor guys out there at the mall or wherever, and you just see them sitting there, and then they're holding like the purse, the
4
bags,
of shoes.
and
you
they're
know, it's
just
not
and they
their
look as
shoes.
miserable as ever, but they're still there. I'm going, oh, that's a good guy.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I-
even watching a kid on top of that, and I'm like,
Oh, poor guy.
that's a
I
good
think those
man.
bags
Go.
better be his.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that definitely needs to be like a +5.
Yeah, I'll give points for that one for the man. That's
For
pretty
sure.
good for him.
What about stubborn, rarely admits that he is wrong, seldom apologizes? That's -5.
I feel like that's fair.
Fair.
Yeah.
So he's stubborn. Well, really, yeah, okay.
If he never apologizes.
Yeah. Apologizing is kind of important for both sides because we are not perfect. And I think for the women, we should also apologize when we're wrong, too. So if we
Yeah.
don't, I think it should also be -5.
Yeah. Let's see here. Teases wife. Teases wife regarding fatness, slowness, etc. Ouch.
-1.
And
I
this
think
is
that should be
one-
minus more.
That's just 1 point.
That's actually a no-no. Like you
He
don't
can
do that.
that. If he criticizes me, it's 5. But if he teases me, it's only 1.
That's not even on the charts
he
for
calls
me.
you
That's
fat.
That's I'm the chart's over with. I'm out. There is no chart.
Oh my goodness.
It's like -100.
Yeah, that's just wrong. That's just so mean. Oh. What else do we have on here? Let's see.
Number 23.
Is suspicious and jealous. So if he is
-1.
Yeah, so if he's suspicious and jealous, he only gets
-1
one
point.
little point.
Yeah.
But as a woman, if we're suspicious and jealous, that's a -5.
-5.
Wow.
It's
Double
the same
standards.
as, yeah. It's not the same standard.
How come so many of these are like worth more for women?
You mean like against us?
Yeah.
Like we're the
To
Be on
loser?
our toes.
Because we're
It's the
supposed to
30s.
be perfect in every way. It's like we're supposed to be Mary Poppins, I guess. I mean, being perfect. I don't understand how. I guess in that day, guys could just kind of get away with just about it. Like it was assumed, like, oh, men are supposed to flirt with it. That's okay. That's
As long as they're
natural.
bringing home the bacon, it's fine.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what else is on here.
So if he dislikes children or scolds them too harshly, it's -5. But if his kids are happy that he's home, it's +5. So as long as the kids kind of like him,
Okay.
he evens out. He can be kind of mean and it'll be okay.
They can be mean, but
He can not like them, but he can pretend to like them.
Yeah.
So that his kids like him and he evens it all out. It's all good.
He doesn't have to actually like the kids.
The kids just have
Just
to
as
like
long
him.
as they're
Yeah.
happy, he's home.
Yeah.
oh, that's just funny. What else do they have here?
What is this one here? Ardent lover sees that his wife has orgasm in marital congress. Oh, that's worth 20 points, you guys.
Wait, what?
So he can, let's see, what are a few other ones? He can cheat.
He can not brush his teeth for 20 days.
Yeah, exactly. And he can still make up for it.
Oh,
That is true. He cannot brush his teeth for 20 days and it's fine if he makes you orgasm.
Just once.
Just fun.
just looks and
So
it's the 20 points. That is, oh my goodness. We must be forgiving. We must be very forgiving.
They think so highly
yeah.
of men.
Clearly. Clearly, that's exactly what it seems like here. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else is on this list.
What about 37?
Oh, writes on tablecloth with pencil?
Oh no, honey.
Why are you writing on my nice tablecloth at all?
Yeah, that's -1. Should it be worth more?
I don't know. I don't have a tablecloth.
But like, why is he writing on the table?
I don't know. That just
understand.
reminds me of those restaurants they have where you can like color with crayons.
Macaroni
But
bar,
you're
bro.
taking it home. I mean, I don't know.
And like
Was
they
that a
give those for
problem?
the kids. It's the kids menu.
So basically, your husband is a child.
Because he writes with a pencil on the tablecloth.
If he's well liked by other men and he's courageous and not a sissy, that is +1 point.
Yeah. I don't, is the 1 point good? Do we think he should get more points for that?
I think
Maybe he should get more, because would you want to be with somebody who like couldn't protect you?
Right? Because it says specifically not a sissy.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
also
mean,
kind of like
they
social
run behind
status.
What about 44? That kind of goes hand in hand, right?
The defers too much to mother or mama's boy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's -5, you guys.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
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 It is
I'm
for
going-
sure.
I'm going with that one too. Let's see here. Tries to keep wife equipped with modern labor-saving devices. +5. Thank you, dishwasher and vacuum. Thank you so much
to
for-
help you with your homely duties.
Yes, I can be the perfect wife and start vacuuming, keeping that house clean. Thank you, darling.
As long as you get me a washing machine.
Yes.
Another one is true to his wife. That's +10. I feel like that should be worth like +50. Like he should.
if that means being faithful, yes.
Yeah.
But see, on that one, so if he's true to his wife, it's 10 points. She has to be true and faithful for 10 points.
So it doesn't say faithful.
It doesn't say faithful
You just have
to
to be
him.
honest with your wife.
So you just have to, like, you can cheat, but if you tell her that you cheated,
You could
it's fine.
honestly tell her. It's like, yeah, I slept with
+5.
someone else.
he can still clock in the 10 points.
This is
Just
crazy.
add that one to the ardent lover one, and
Yeah.
you're good. You can
You're
be
good.
forgiven for most of the things on this list.
So we have to be faithful and true.
to
your
get
10
10
He
points.
just has to make
Yes.
you orgasm.
For 20.
All right, I think we're getting. I'm getting that one. Okay.
Boast about his former girlfriends or conquest. That's -5.
Mm.
I think that's pretty fair. No one wants to hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Gives wife
I was
real-
thinking 10.
You're thinking 10.
Yeah.
Let's add a few more points onto that one. We don't want to hear it. Let's
gives
see.
wife real movie kisses, not dutiful peck on the cheek. It's only
Aw.
one. It's only 1 point.
Yeah, kiss us like you mean it kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But here, if you kiss wife after her makeup has been applied, it's -1. So you can-
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, are we just being complicated?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We want you to kiss us real good, but not after our makeup's on.
Yeah,
That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
yeah, I don't know, but that's on this list apparently. Let's see, where are we at now?
Let's move on to the wives chart.
Yeah, the wife's chart.
So
Oh,
If-
man.
Oh,
if she flirts with other men at parties or in restaurants is -5. But just those places, at parties or restaurants.
You can flirt with men anywhere else.
You can flirt with men probably at a grocery store.
Has meals on time is +1.
meals on time.
On time.
What's on time?
Who knows?
His time.
Yeah,
I guess as soon as he gets off, like before he walks in the door.
You're
he has
supposed
to
to have
ready.
that
food.
ready.
Well, on the same kind of note, you have to dress for breakfast too when you're making this meal on time.
You have to look good while
You
you're
have to
making it.
look good. That's +1 point if you look good while you cook in breakfast.
But you can't wear red nail polish.
What? I can't wear
-1.
It's -1. So if you dress for breakfast but you wear red nail polish, it
Kind of cancels out.
cancels out.
I wonder why. What's with the
It's
red
like a
nail
rule
polish?
book.
It's promiscuous.
Oh, ooh.
Who are you trying to impress?
Well,
You have to
clearly
impress him,
him.
but not too much.
Oh,
You have to know that just certain amount.
Yeah.
look at all these. Even seams and hose often crooked. So my lines on my hose have to be
Straight.
perfect.
Yes.
I get a -1 if they're crooked.
I like this one. Puts her cold feet on husband at night to warm them. That is -1.
Darn it.
Doesn't do that.
I'm a negative on that one.
Oh my goodness. What about, I like this one too. Never goes to bed angry, always makes up first. +5. I think that's
Oh.
important.
Yeah.
That one's good.
That one's nice.
Yeah.
So they can't go to bed angry. Always makes up. So I have, let's say, suspicious and jealous.
You already went over that.
Did
Because it was -5. It wasn't
And
fair.
they're 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh, am I on this other page? Let's see.
So if you're female and you smoke, drink, gamble, or uses dope, it's -5.
Darn it, I can't use dope.
I think
can't
any
I
of
just-
those are -5 by themselves.
And
I think
it's that
because
was-
it doesn't say and, it says or. So
Yeah,
that
you can
means-
do all of them and
It's
only
mi-
get -5.
But it was nowhere near mentioned on the guy's chart.
Smokes,
Wait.
drinks.
It says no. It's
He just can't.
-20. if
He
you
just
do all of
can't
those.
smoke in bed. That's -1.
He can't
Oh.
smoke. Oh my goodness.
That was very common though back then.
I suppose so. Okay, here we'll go on a dental topic. Squeezes toothpaste at the top. We get a -1 for that.
Yeah.
Do
It's
not
pretty-
squeeze the toothpaste.
It's annoying to them. They want you to squeeze from the bottom.
I'm like, my husband squeezes it from the top of his, and it irritates the heck out of me.
I know, I feel like
He doesn't
most
get -1 for
men
that.
He
squeeze
doesn't
from
get
the
a
top.
negative. I actually never squeeze it on the top. I always go from the bottom.
I don't even know where I squeeze my toothpaste.
I squeeze it from the middle.
I think I just start from the middle, and then
Yeah.
once it gets less, I squeeze from the bottom.
I've never
just
paid
squeeze it.
attention. Yeah, as long as something comes out of it, I'm good.
Oh, here you go. Not only do you have to get dressed to make breakfast, you can't wears pajamas while cooking is a -1.
Yeah, don't wear pajamas while cooking.
So literally, when they say dressed, I mean I'm supposed to be in there with a dress and
Yeah, you
and
need to look
heels,
pretty.
and
Heels,
pantyhose,
makeup.
How did
That's
they say?
so extra.
Like, how do you
can't.
keep your dress all nice and clean?
Here's another no-no that you should not do.
Uh-oh.
Is more than 15 pounds overweight. That is a -1.
Well,
You just get a -1.
wait, is it for every 15
pounds.
Says more than 15.
Oh, okay,
my
maybe
gosh.
it's just one. So
Okay, that's
15
good.
pounds
This
is a
isn't one of
point.
those.
So you
Dang
could
it.
be 100 pounds overweight, still -1. That's not
okay,
that bad.
I think I'm all right with that.
What about has pleasant voice, not strident?
But how can you really control that?
That's +1.
I guess if you don't smoke, your voice could be more. It's a natural-
or use dope.
Yeah.
It's a natural merit.
So you have a
Or
pleasant
if
voice.
you don't drink, you won't be hungover, and your voice might be more pleasant.
So does it mean pleasant voice as in you just naturally have a nice voice, or you're supposed to always just
I think you're supposed to
act
Pretend.
nice?
softly.
You're supposed to speak nicely.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Speak very nicely, dear.
very softly.
Yeah.
If you open your husband's personal mail, that is a -1.
A minus, yeah.
Yeah, I think that like is pretty relevant nowadays because it's like you checking his Facebook account, you checking all his social media, stuff like that.
Oh,
It
like
just shows
digging
that,
into his
you don't-
phone.
You don't trust him.
Yeah. I actually don't open my husband's mail. I've actually never really done that.
I try not to because it's all bills. I'm like, see your problem.
That's your mail.
This is all yours.
Yeah.
See, but back in the day, he could have been writing another woman.
Oh yeah.
So that could be a sense of.
You can intercept that.
Well, as long as he's, true about it, it's
And
fine.
he would still be okay, and he apparently gives you a paycheck and orgasms. You're still in the positive.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Has spunk, will defend her ideals and religions. It's
Ooh.
+1.
I feel like that
That's
should be
it?
plus more.
Well, if you defend your ideals a little too harshly, they're probably going to take points off.
Yeah, true.
That probably
Can't be
makes
too
sense.
confident.
You can't be too spunky.
True.
That is true. Let's see.
What about 21?
Keep snacks in refrigerator for late eating.
Is this for the husband or for myself?
I don't. Well, it's only a
For
plus.
it's a +1. It's for him, but you keep snacks for him.
for eating.
Yeah.
Don't gain more than 15 pounds overweight.
So I can't be.
You can't eat the snacks. They're just for him.
They're just
Yeah. But I'm making sure it's stocked. It's there, so I get +1.
Yeah.
Wow. What about greets husband at night with a smile?
That's
+1.
creepy.
That is one.
That's just creepy.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've done that a few times, kind of smile. Not necessarily at night, just in general, I guess to be pleasant. And if I smile, I think my husband freaks out. I think he thinks it's really creepy. He looks at me like,
What are you smiling for?
what?
What do you want?
He's like, yeah, like, what are you doing? I'm like, smiling. He's like, why?
Are you okay?
You're like, is it too much?
Yeah, I was like, tune it down a little bit. I don't know, but apparently you get a +1 if you greet him with a smile. Hope he doesn't think it's I want the
Invitation.
for the 20 points.
It probably should be. It's good use of that smile.
Oh my goodness.
If you correct your husband's speech or actions before other people, it's -5. That means you're embarrassing him in public or, putting him down in front of other people. I think that's pretty fair just because you should give him the benefit of the doubt. Even if he says something out of line or whatever, you may want to kind of talk to him in private instead of trying to act like you're his mom and correct him in front of everybody,
Yeah.
And that's kind of detrimental to his manhood.
No, it makes sense. That's where your whole respect thing goes.
I think that's interesting though, because it's plus or it's -5
Right.
for embarrassing him in public, but if you comment on his strength and masculinity, that is only +1. So you do definitely have to work harder to make up for those negatives.
Jeez.
Yep, that is true.
Sounds like slightly exhausting, but okay.
Wait a second. Hold on. This one says give husband shampoo or manicure.
What?
That's +1.
Wait, so you're supposed to wash his hair for him?
And give him a manicure.
Oh, okay.
Because your manicure doesn't count.
Oh, but just don't paint his nails red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still,
That's
I'm
a
still
no.
on the shampoo part. Why? Why do you?
Maybe they like the massage that's part of that
Maybe.
shampoo.
Do we
experience.
get our hair shampooed?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
There's
not-
no,
That
there's
wasn't on
no
the
points on
husband's
here.
Oh, that's funny.
shampoo or
Okay, they've really got something against pajamas. You have to wears pajamas instead of nightgown is a -1.
but I like pajamas.
Why
Maybe
nightgown?
it's because
Easy
the
access.
pants or something like that.
Back
Like
then, maybe.
women weren't supposed to wear pants in the 30s. Wait, when did that change?
Maybe they're just trying to say you shouldn't try to give up on still looking good for your husband instead of just like
Even when you're sleeping.
Even when you're sleeping, gotta have full face of makeup even while sleeping.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to look good.
But you have to go to sleep with a smile.
But that's
Yeah,
not
you
nice.
need to go to
And-
sleep
and
with
in a
in
nightgown.
lingerie is basically what they want.
Oh. Oh my.
Just throw away your pajamas. It's not going to do you any good in this test.
Wow. Let's see. What else is on here? For women, has minor children to care for. So I get, let's see, 5 points per child. Oh,
Yeah.
I got 4 kids. I got
20
an automatic
points.
20 points.
You're at
You got
20
points. You
Yeah.
can make up.
You go,
You
girl.
don't have to brush your teeth for
For a while either, yeah. As long- I got kids. That makes up for it right there.
And don't worry, if you serve too much from tin cans, that's only -1 point. So, serve away.
Which
Yeah,
nowadays
you got
would be
20.
more like microwave.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Where's my home cooked meal? Well,
Popcorn.
It's only
I'm
minus.
honestly surprised that that one's only -1.
Yeah, you would think back in that day. I mean, if it was so important
yeah.
to
Meals
dress
were
up, make sure the meals
serious.
are on time. So I mean, it seems like it's very important to sit down and have a
Yeah.
big meal. And here it's just like,
It's whatever.
it's just 1 point if you don't really want to cook today.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Well,
Yeah.
here you go. Keep self dainty, perfumed, and feminine. That's only 1 point. So
I like this
mean-
one. It says, tells lies not dependable, -5. I think that's fair.
that's fair.
If you're not trustworthy. But just make sure you're still pretty and dainty and,
But
brush your teeth.
5 times a day.
Yeah.
wow. Let's see, where are we at here?
It says, talks too long on the phone is -1. I can see that being a problem today because
Yeah.
we're always on our cell phone devices.
Instead of talking,
texting,
yeah, and be texting.
you're always in your phone, so you're not paying attention to your family. I think that should be probably more than -1.
Yeah.
That should probably be more than it's probably -10, I think, because I think that's detrimental to current relationships.
Right.
That phone.
What about is a gossip? That's -1.
That probably goes along with talking on the phone too much.
Just who knows who you're talking to. What are you talking about? That's what makes a conversation long is gossip. But it's kind of
Just catching up on the neighborhood gossip. I'll only be about 2 hours. It's fine.
I feel like this one should be more than +1, but it's not. So polite and mannerly, even when alone with husband.
Yeah, didn't he have something like that? Like if he's pleasant, didn't it say something like that?
If he's
before?
nice to you outside of the public eye.
I think it was +5.
For his.
Well,
yeah.
then why can't we have +5?
Because I don't know.
Most of these, the women definitely
They make us seem
depends
like
on the man.
monsters.
Yeah.
Because women actually, if you make an evening arrangement without consulting your husband, that is -1. So you need permission.
Yeah.
Oh.
You need permission to go out and have fun, you guys.
Wow. You're like, can I go out and not be here to cook dinner? I'll stick something in the
Can I
microwave.
drive the car?
And drive the car. Yeah. I think we're asking for a lot, apparently. Let's see.
Oh.
I have one here. Willing to get a job to help support the home. I get a whole +1. Whale?
Well, if you help to pay the bills, +1. Good job.
Yeah, I don't get that. Just willing to help. Willing to get a job. Like, I guess. I mean,
But you don't have to actually get the job, just as long as you're like
willing.
willing. Yeah,
to
it says
do it.
willing.
You put in the effort. That's all that matters.
Or just don't get a job and be polite.
I still get the +1. I'll be okay.
Sounds
I could totally see a man just being like, I'm just going to put in work in the bed all day.
Oh,
I get 20 points every
yeah,
time. That
I get
makes
20
up for
points for
everything
that.
else.
Walks around house in stocking feet. So
Oh, like pantyhose? Is that what it's saying?
I guess. Wait, does that mean that I'm supposed to walk around in my heels all day?
Or take off your pantyhose.
Yeah, just bare feet.
I think she's finding the loophole.
One of the two. Heels or take off them pantyhose.
Clearly, because that's a big no-no. That's unladylike, I guess. I don't know. That's what it
Well,
seems
it's only -1, so
you're fine.
I mean,
I think he'll be okay.
you just have 20 kids and you'll get away with it.
Is unselfish and kindhearted. That is only +1.
Well, then.
Wow. That's all I get.
That's all.
That's all we get? Is unselfish and kind. Thanks.
But if you often won and complain, it's also -1.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I guess that's not us.
Okay, how does this one work out where the guys, well, I guess it was -5 or something for doing the bachelor days, but women only get +1 if we praise marriage before young women contemplating it. Marriage is great, you guys.
You can't do this or this or this or this, but it's great.
It's great.
I think once you start giving up all the points, you might not have that same feeling. You're like, it's great. Really, don't worry. Just dress up.
Just dress up. Don't wear pajamas. You'll be fine.
You'll be
This
fine.
just goes to show
Have all the kids.
the standards of marriage.
Yeah.
From
In the
then and now.
1930s, yes, for sure.
Definitely. Is there any things that you see that are like, you still wish it was now? Like that you don't see as much of?
Aw, kiss his
Maybe-
wife when leaving for a work trip is +1. That's pretty
You
sweet.
know, I like the date per week.
Yeah.
That.
I like that one too.
I think that's definitely something that needs to stay. I do that with my husband. We have 4 kids, and it's difficult when you feel stressed every day from work and the kids and all kinds of things that you have to deal with. But when you have a date at least once a week, it's that little getaway, and we make a point not to talk about kids, not to talk about work. Just try to like let it all go, and we kind of focus on each other. Like we just try to have an actual conversation that has nothing to do with our stresses in life, because you want to. That's the first thing you want to do. Is like you want to vent to each other, but it's not really helpful. It's more you just try to just say, okay, this is our time. We're just going to get away, get dinner, go movie, go walking in a mall, anything, just to kind of
It's just hard for us to step back and relax.
to focus. Yeah, and then it's kind of like us having we try to rekindle. I mean, it's like you said, we're dating. Like every day, so to speak, have to deal with each other every day. It's the same person.
And once the kids move out, it's still just the two
It's
of you.
going to be the two of you, and
Yeah.
you have to figure out I hope we have things in common still. I hope we still have things to talk about, which that's what we do. We try to just rekindle it every time we go out. We're like, aw. And I think it's one of those, how you said, it's like to be polite and say thank you, like be appreciative of the things. And I do that, even though it's like we both work, it's our money. It's every time we go out or do anything, I'm always like, thanks. thank you for taking me out. Thank you for the movie. Thank you for dinner. He's like, oh, like, he doesn't expect me, like, it's like this is just us doing it, but it's nice.
I still look at my boyfriend as my best friend
Aw.
because that means more to me than the title of boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife. So even when we do get married, I tell him all the time, like, you're just still going to be my best friend.
Aww. Because that is who you're supposed to marry, right?
Yes.
Because in the end, that's what they are. They will be the one person that's there kind of relying on you for everything.
It's just nice to know you can go home and have somebody to talk to about any and everything versus, like, having to bottle it in or...
Exactly. Just make sure that, he's fed.
And you're not
apparently,
nagging.
And you're not a nagger. Don't go through his phone.
There's a double standard against men, actually, because if they talk about former relationships, it's -5. When the woman talks about former boyfriends or husband, it's -1. So I feel like it should be
Even.
it should be if you're talking about previous relationships, whether you're a man or woman, I think it should be the same amount of points, like -5 or 10 or whatever, because nobody wants to hear about that.
Or exactly. Just clearly omit that. Just don't even talk about it. Just don't even bring that up. I don't even know why you would.
So there you have it. That was the marriage test that we kind of went over from 1930s.
You're listening to RMCN, the digital destination for premium talk radio.